Good morning. In this video, I am discussing the pointer expressions, passing of pointers to functions, and pass by reference. The pointer expressions. Like other variables, the pointer variables can be used in expression. Suppose P1 and P2 are two pointers. The following statements. Sum equals to star P1 plus star P2. You want to add this one, star P1 plus star P2. You want to do the product, star P1 into star P2. Or this one also same. Both are same. If you want to add the pointer to some integer, the star P1 plus 2. If I want to do some expression, that is the x equals to star P1 by star P2 plus 5. That means the value of the P1 divided by value of P2 plus 5. That particular value will be stored in the x. What are allowed in C? Adding an integer to a pointer, subtract an integer from a pointer, subtract one pointer from another, suppose P1 and P2 are both pointer to the same array. P1 and P2 are the both pointer to the same array. Then P2 minus P1 gives the number of elements between P1 and P2. Number of elements between the P1 and P2. What are not allowed? We cannot add this type, that is P1 equals to P1 plus P2. It is not exactly value. This is the value. This is the address. Address of P1 plus address of P2. It is not allowed. The multiply or divide pointer in expression. P2 by 5, P1 minus P2 into 10. See, the previous expression that contains the star. Here, in this expressions does not contain the star. It is taking the address, that is the P1 plus P2 or P2 by 5 or P1 minus P2 into 10. This is not allowed. Next one, scalar factor. What is exactly scalar factor? If we know the address of the one variable, we can go to the next address. By using the scalar factor, we can go for the one address to one more address. We have seen that integer value can be added to or subtracted from the pointer variable. See here, int star P1 star P2 int I comma j. P1 equals to P1 plus 1. P1 plus 1. That means the P1 address plus 1 next address. That is this next address. P1 plus J. P2 plus plus. P2 plus plus. P2 equals to P2 minus I plus J. In reality, it is not an integer value which is added or subtracted, but rather the scalar factor times the value. If it is a character, that is the scalar factor is the 1. If it is integer, either 2 or 4. The float is the 4 and double equals to 8. If P1 is the integer pointer, P1 plus plus will increment the value P1 by 4. To find the scalar factors, that means it returns the number of bytes required for the data type representation. If you want to use for that one, we can use the size of int, size of float, size of double, size of. Here we have to use the size of operator. The size of int gives the 4. The present system is given the 4. The Boolean systems, it is given the 2 bytes. The float, that is the 4. Double, that is the 8. The character is the 1. Now, next one. I want to pass a pointer to a function. Pointers are often passed to a function as in arguments. Allows data items within the calling program to be accessed by the function, altered, and then returned to the calling program in altered form. See, once again I am repeating. Allows data items within the calling program to be accessed by the function, altered, and then returned to the calling program. It is also altered form. That is called as the call by reference, or by address, or by location, or someone will call it the pass by reference. Normally, arguments are passed to a function by value. I think in the case of the functions, I discussed that one. That is the call by value or the pass by value. At the time I discussed that one, call by reference will teach later. That is the call. Here I am discussing the call by reference. In call by value, the data items are copied to the function. Changes are not reflected in the calling program. The call by value. This is the call by value. Main int a comma b, a equals to 5, b equals to 20, swap a comma b. Swap a comma b. Printf a comma b, a comma b. When the swap a comma b, it will go into the function definition. Void swap int x int y. Into t equals to, t equals to x, x equals to y, y equals to t. By using the temporary variable, I swap the values, that is the x and y. Okay. Here x and y are swapped. But exactly in the case of the main a and b, it will not swap. In this function definition, the values are swapped. Here the output is the a equals to 5 and also b equals to 20. Now Next one is the passing arguments by reference. Main int a comma b, a equals to 5, b equals to 20. Printf, this one, void swap int star x int star y. Entity t equals to ampersand x, star x equals to star y equals to t. Now star x and star y are swapped. And also star of A and star of B also swap. I think in case of the previous video I discussed this star ampersand A. That means value. That is the value of A. What is the value of the A? That is the 5. Here also the value of B is the 20. That is swap. A equals to 20, B equals to 5. Understood? Now, when you observe this scanf function, int xy print a %d x comma y x plus y. You can write like this one and print up. What about scanf? %d, if it is 3 variables, that is the %d, x, y and x plus y. It's not correct. How to use the ampersand x and also ampersand y. Why how to use the ampersand? That is the address. Within the address we have to store that one. So that one we have to use the ampersand. Understood? This is not a correct. This is the correct one. Understood? Thank you.